Oh, her butt. Oh, baby.
Butt stretch.
Are you ready for one colossal recording session with Claire and Jessie?
They're called, what do they call them? Because Bailey has those.
Who's Bailey?
The wrestler.
Oh, I can't say that name.
Oh.
Shit.
I don't remember what they're called. Just call them floaty tubing.
La 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 la. Do you know, it's quite funny you said that name though, because I'm pretty sure that person's in America now.
Oh.
And you know your commenter, isn't he American?
Yes.
You might actually know him.
I know him. I'm sure. It's a small world.
I remember getting excited when I found something signed with his name, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
That's kind of weird.
Why is it weird? Why is it weird?
I have no idea
I
what
don't
you're
know.
talking about.
What do you mean signed by him?
It was like a complimentary ticket
Oh, okay.
that he'd obviously given out to someone.
I'm so close. I nearly got zapped. Oh, I don't think
He's like really high
Yeah,
up.
that's not hurting anymore, is it?
Yeah, and
No,
then
it's not.
he,
So high.
he moved over to America with the Regal.
Oh.
So when I got it when I
You
was
were
sorting
like,
through
"What?"
stuff, I was like, "Oh my god, someone knows him." Sounds so sad sometimes.
Boom! Oh my god.
Oh, goodness.
Down I go. Down I go.
It's so weird how like when you work for like a really big company that high people up in the company that nobody would even know. Like the fact I got excited that I met someone the other day,
Yeah.
which is just average Joe walking down the street.
Yeah.
But because of what they do, that nobody else would understand. Like you're like, guess who I met?
Guess what?
Oh my god, I've got something to tell you, Tony.
Is this a thing you can tell on the...
Well, I can make it cryptic.
Okay, cryptic time, so you don't have a clue what's going on. Go on,
So, you know the person that emails us, like, multiple times a week, that sometimes has the most hilarious
yeah, I know
emails?
who you mean, yeah.
Did you know he's actually a stand-up comedian?
No?
He's a stand-up comedian!
Well, that explains everything, doesn't it, really?
Someone that I met on Thursday, I said like, oh, because we was talking about some people that email, they're very blunt in email sometimes, and I said sometimes it's hard to actually understand how someone's writing the email to how you interpret it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just the passion that they have for the job that
Yeah.
it comes off as blunt when you're reading it, but
Yeah.
to them it's probably fine, because when you talk to them in person, they're like the happiest people you know in the whole planet. And they seem really fine, but once you read an email, you're like, yeah. But then I said that this person has the best emails.
Yeah, he does.
And then they were like,
he literally, yeah, he's really fun.
they literally went, well, you do realise he's a stand-up comedian? Like, I was like, what?
What the
That
fuck?
makes so much sense now. So much sense.
That's really cool.
His emails are hilarious, that you're like, do I go along with this?
Yeah.
Because
Like,
then sometimes...
so I asked him to put on... I wanted to watch all 3 Matrix films. We were only showing the first one, but we got all 3. And then he was like, yeah, you can, but do you really want to watch the 3rd one? And like stuff like that. He's just like... He's like actually nice
When
to talk to.
Mission Impossible came out, there was like there was something
It was
with
like
it.
secrecy.
Yeah, and he was like, "This is your mission if you accept it." And I was like, and then I think I emailed back going, "All our agents on standby for the next instructions." Like we were totally going along with it. Like I hope it made his day that we went along with it.
Yeah.
But then I think sometimes you think like there's this big thing about email etiquette sometimes that. But you're like, can I joke back to him?
Yeah.
Is that still email etiquette? Because
I joke back with him.
yeah,
Fuck it.
I mean, like he started it.
Yeah. I would finish it.
Yeah, I was so shocked. I was meaning to tell you like for
I didn't realise. Like ages.
2 days.
Aw.
Do you want me to throw it in the bin? I'm really good.
Yeah, Claire's really good.
You can take
There's nothing in there, right?
Oh! It got in the bin, but it landed out the bin.
I mean, you can probably hear that as well.
Oh, her butt.
Oh, baby.
Butt stretch.
Do you like to stretch your butt in the morning?
Yes.
Yeah, I do that in bed.
Grab
like
both cheeks
I
and
lay
stretch
on
it.
my belly and hold my arms out and then just stretch my butt up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a cat.
Butt naked, yeah.
Just did you realise I'm joking, yeah? You looked at me as if to be like...
It's like, can I be there for
What?
this? What time? I regret saying this now. She's like, oh, no, that does not happen. Yeah, who doesn't do that?
He's seaweeded!
Yeah, he's got seaweed on him. See, he's had that seaweed on him for the last half an hour.
I think I've just been chatting and not paying attention.
It's quite good though. We need to chat and tell stories and have a good old
I
time.
don't know if I have very many stories left.
Oh, what's the story in Balamory?
Wouldn't you like to
So
know?
conveniently, I phoned my aunt earlier.
And she
I
lives in Balamory.
No, she doesn't. Actually, one of my aunts kind of lives in. Well, no, they don't live in Ballamore at all.
Honey, you know Ballamore isn't a real place, don't
Yeah,
you?
but there's a street.
Oh, you little fucker! Okay.
Okay, you're fine, you're fine.
There's a street where I
No,
live.
don't read that again.
Not
Okay.
not where exactly I live, but
Keeps
in the
doing
town
it.
I live in.
Yeah.
And the people like painted like it looked like the Ballamore street because they all started painting their houses different
Oh,
colours.
different
Oh, goodness.
But that's a different aunt. So
Yes.
phoned my aunt earlier.
Why did you just laugh and then go?
Come on.
Phoned her to tell her that
Come on.
I'd be round after work tomorrow. And she was in Morrison's at the time, and I was like, well, this is convenient because you're going to feed me tomorrow. She was like, why is this convenient? I was like, in case you need more food. That's another story. It's not as thrilling story.
So close.
Isn't seaweed really disgusting?
It is a bit gross and slimy. And I've never eaten it.
I
Didn't you
swallow
eat
it.
Yeah, I ate a bit.
Yay! I killed another one. I'm
it's-
so happy.
You're not meant to just eat any seaweed, you know.
I'm not- but it's
you
just-
see me like sniffing around. On
Waves of lightning!
Waves of lightning.
Instead of sucking M&M's, you're sucking seaweed.
Yeah, it's just, like, because I live near a beach. But
Yeah, there's plenty of beaches in
Yeah.
it, so it's
I was
fine.
gonna be like, I could live at any coast.
Anyone.
Live near a beach and I can't smell it from my house, this sounds really weird. But when I go down the beach, like, seaweed is really smelly.
It is, yeah. The sea's smelling.
And you know when you walk
it
in
has
it,
all them fish in it. They're stinky.
you know when you walk in it and it kind of like, almost like crunches but squelches at the same time? And then you stand on a rock with some seaweed in and you
that makes
basically
me feel ill.
died.
That actually makes me feel ill.
Because it's
Whoa.
so bloody slippery.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Slippery seaweed.
Slippery seaweed.
Wasn't I with you when I got my ankle stuck between two rocks?
Maybe.
Was it me, you, Mike and Mark? And me and Mike were racing and my ankle hadn't completely healed yet, had it? And then I kind of slipped
I don't know,
between
maybe,
two rocks.
yeah.
And I scratched, I think it's scarred. Where?
God, where?
You're just like dangling your...
Oh, maybe it didn't.
Why are you disappointed?
Oh, I ain't got a scar.
Oh no, I think it's there actually. Just there.
Can't fucking see it.
Not
Oh,
like in
yeah,
your
it does
fucking
look a
eyes.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember that, yeah.
I didn't get it really badly stuck, but I slipped between them that
Yeah.
I ended up scraping all my ankle up.
Look, my vitiligo's getting worse.
Feed me, please.
You can see it now. You can actually see it now, though. Can you see it? Where that big patch of white
Can
skin
you see
is?
it, viewers at home that are
Ian.
only listening? You do keep going, can you see this? Can you see that?
Do you know what?
I have some
Have you
of
seen
that.
my mighty moustache I've grown?
I do. But I don't
And a
think...
tail trapped within
Oh,
a pale
pale
deep
deep
within
mama,
the forest.
Oh god, I got pins. Oh my god, the funniest thing happened.
Shadow
Shadow
that
that
crawls on the
walls.
walls.
Go on, what happened?
So at that meeting that I went to on Thursday, it's just reminded me because it's happened again. So I was sat on the floor cross-legged, and however I must have been sat cross-legged, oh my god, I've got pins and needles at the moment in my foot, and they're not really budging, but it must have been how I sat cross-legged that I must have stopped the blood flow to my foot or something.
Shit. That doesn't sound too fun.
But you know when you lose the feeling, like
Yeah.
you're like, this has gone numb, this has gone numb.
Oh! Fucking broke me mic!
I saw the vibration. Yeah, you know when your foot goes numb,
Numb.
your foot goes numb because you're leaning on it.
Yeah.
So I got up after that and tried to walk. Don't.
Right, fail.
Don't.
Staggered
Like
out
this
there.
is this is gonna be like, look at this again, and then I'm gonna be able to see. But I got up right, and then I kind of went.
Oh,
My
nice.
foot was so heavy, I didn't know where, like, because I couldn't feel my foot, I couldn't feel it touching the floor.
Oh, so you
So,
kind
like-
of went further than you
Like,
imagined.
it was so heavy. And then, you're like, did anyone see that? Do I carry on walking like this complete idiot?
Just keep limping, and then no one can. They'll stop.
Or do I
looking.
just stand here like a random person until the feeling comes back into my foot? Have you ever walked when your foot's gone numb? Jessie's about to shower us with coke.
Please don't.
Have you ever done that?
Showered someone with coke.
No.
No. What? Sorry.
Like when your
Showered
foot's
them with
Oh
piss.
yeah.
and then walked on it.
Yeah.
Once I did
I
that
have.
and my
It's
ankle
not
rolled
fun.
and my foot went like that. And it,
I didn't expect that to happen though. Like I didn't even foresee it coming. So when I then stepped and it was like I couldn't register. It took me by surprise.
Didn't expect it. Yeah. At least you didn't fall over. Could be much worse.
True.